Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching this out there on the World Wide Web. This is Jeremy Geelan for SYS-CON TV. I'm here at 11th Cloud Expo with another Cloud Expo veteran, Lawrence Guillory, Racemi's CEO. Hello again, sir.
11, that's awesome.
11 Cloud Expos. We need to get a life. I thought you'd been at all of them.
I think we have been at every single one, so this is our 11th.
But the reason we've done it, Lawrence, is because you had that great idea of saying Racemi should be snappily defined, and you actually managed snappily to define it, if I recall correctly, as the moving company for the cloud, and the rest has been history, because that was such a good way of describing yourself.
It is. We're like a moving company. Once someone has decided they're going to a private cloud or a public cloud, we're the company that they call and say, hey, help me get my applications in there. And our technology picks up those server images as is. We recognize the different cloud, private or public, has got something that it needs to change, to evolve. Maybe a hypervisor conversion, may need that it's going from VMware to OpenStack or VMware to CloudStack. Could be going from Amazon to Rackspace or Rackspace to Amazon. Who knows where it's going, but usually there's something changing, and that's what we do, is we move you from point A to point B and make the changes along the way.
And you're leveraging the fact that you've done it so many times for so many people, so you've done all those permutations before.
We've not only done all the permutations for very small companies, two guys in a rack becoming two guys in a cloud, to the largest of enterprises, Fortune 150. The other aspect is we do the same thing every single week, 5,000 times a week, 5,000 different permutations of every physical cloud to virtual type migration, heterogeneous, mixed, as complex as you can imagine. We do it over and over and over again. And as we see more use cases and edge cases in the market, we build it into our automation system and do it over and over and over, because we're focused on quality and high quality migrations for both Linux and Windows migrations.
And then also in your branding mode, I have heard a buzz from the bees that you've managed, I don't know if you've managed to trademark it, patent it or whatever, but CloudPath is now going to be one of your, in the lexicon of Racemi. That's a good name as well.
CloudPath is a great name. CloudPath, the path to get you to the cloud. That's our new SaaS product offering. So anywhere in the world, you can pull up a browser, you can be in a coffee shop, you can be in Tokyo, you can grab a server image and migrate it into the biggest and most popular clouds in the world. You can capture server images, move into Amazon, Rackspace, Terramark, GoGrid. By this time next year, all of the top 20 cloud providers, you'll be able to freely move into it. So if you step back from there and think about Southwest Airlines or Delta, what they do is give you a great service from going from point A to point B. It's a high quality service, it's everything that you expect. That's the same thing that we do is with CloudPath, is move your images from point A to point B. If you want to do it on a regular basis, you can. And we don't have to differentiate between the different clouds, just like there's different great cities all over the world that you can travel to. That's not our focus. Our focus is high quality migrations every time and a very high quality experience as well from a user standpoint.
And what would be, I know you've got that range of companies, but what would be, particularly for CloudPath, what would be a typical use case that someone would say, oh my goodness, this is just what we've always dreamed of?
For CloudPath, it's what is the use case now and what is the use case in the future. So right now there's predominantly two use cases around one-way migration. Okay, so they go to CloudPath and they're going off from on-premise to off-premise to one of those aforementioned cloud providers, so Amazon or Rackspace or Terramark or GoGrid. And
one way in the sense that never to return, a decision has been made.
I'm glad you asked that, because that's not necessarily true. The way our software works, it copies the existing server. So the existing server is running, we do a live copy, and we migrate it. So you actually have it running in both places. Yeah, so you can clone it and migrate it to all these different places that has different infrastructure, and we know on the fly that you need different device drivers, you need hypervisor conversion, you need certain cloud tools injected. We do all of that from the complexity, and we reverse it if you're coming back or you're going somewhere else. So it's a great way to get your software out if you're testing in different environments to see if you're going to get it. One of the big problems with cloud adoption is it's so hard to go from point A to point B. It's dissimilar infrastructure. It could be something really simple like going from VMware to Xen. That can throw someone off so far that it stalls out a project 6 months just trying to think about it. within 20 minutes you can have all of your servers copied and migrated in that dissimilar hypervisor or completely different cloud. So there's big value there. You asked about the other use case. So the other use case is, moving from a different cloud. So let's say someone started in Amazon, and Amazon is fantastic. There's no disputing that. But they have a delivery mechanism of self-service, and let's say the user wants high touch or fanatical support, whatever they want, and they want to move to a different provider. That's the other cloud-to-cloud migration is the other use case that we're seeing. So onboarding from your local data center into your new cloud provider or cloud-to-cloud, and it's a very the process takes a minute and a half at most, and then 20 minutes for the migration to happen. So imagine right now your boss comes in and says, hey, look, Amazon's great, but they had an outage. I want to be in 2 different environments. Get me into Rackspace. Get me into GoGrid. Well, okay, I do it. Select the servers that you have. Start the migration. You can do as many as you want at the same time. And they're migrating over from Amazon to Rackspace and GoGrid. You select both. And you head to lunch, have some good Mexican with your buddies. You come back. They're all done. Hey, boss, when's that project going to get? 2 months, 3 months? I did it at lunch. It's over with. We're now in 3 different clouds. Blow them away. That's how amazing the technology is. So
well, I can vouch for it. So go to Racemi.com, check this out. Now look at CloudPath as well, and see what you can find. You should be working with these guys. Lawrence Guillory, CEO of the company. Thank you so much for joining us at Cloud Expo, Silicon Valley, and thank you for watching out there on the World Wide Web.